All right. Hi, guys. Just one of the things that we have to talk about when we start with meteorology is the difference between these two terms that are shown on the screen here, weather versus climate. So, weather is what we're going to be starting with. Weather is really what meteorology is all about. Weather is day to day, it's the short term conditions on a daily basis. So, if you say it's raining out, or it's really muggy today, or man, the temperature today is freezing. That's a short term condition. You're describing the atmosphere at that time, at that place. Okay, so short term for weather. Climate is all about the long term. So whenever you hear the term climate, think long term over a long period of time over a specific region. So if you say something like New York experiences cold winters, then that would be absolutely true. And that would be the climate of New York State. If you say the Amazon is muggy and hot and humid, then that's absolutely true. That's the climate of the Amazon. So just note the difference between the two of them, and that's an important difference to recognize. When people talk about climate science, they're talking about climatology. That's over a long period of time. When you're talking about meteorology, like the weatherman, that's day to day, short term. So again, short term versus long term. Just know the difference between the two of them. Okay. Now, a couple of things regarding weather. Weather is affected by all of these conditions here. So temperature, wind conditions, humidity, cloud cover, precipitation, and air pressure. These are all things that we're going to be focusing on over the next few days studying meteorology. We're going to start with temperature and we're going to move through all these different conditions that affect the day to day. Okay. And you guys know a lot of these things already affect the weather. All right. So that's day to day conditions and how they can be changed on a daily basis. Climate is affected by much broader larger things. So your climate depends upon where you are on Earth, right? And all of these conditions here are related to your location. So latitude, obviously, the further north you go towards the North Pole or the South Pole, your latitude is going to factor into how warm it is. Okay, proximity to water is totally going to have an effect on your climate as well. The difference between Syracuse and Oswego is really related to water. Mountain ranges, whether you're on one side of the mountain or the other side. How high you are, altitude, or your elevation. We kind of touched on ocean currents. If you're next to a warm ocean current, then you're going to have warmer air moving your way, kind of like Great Britain, as well as which direction the wind primarily blows. So these are all conditions that affect the climate. Again, these are long term over a broader area, and weather is more short term day to day. Okay, so just note the difference between the two of them.